Good evening, folks. Kev's Outboard Repairs. I've been asked to do a maintenance video. This is a 6 horsepower Johnson. It must be a late model, 70s model. I think this has electronic ignition, this one. And it has yes, it has electronic ignition, so it must be late 70s model, if not like a 1980. So yeah, she's a nice old motor, this one. I'm just going to do a compression test. So what we've got to do is just remove the spark plugs, and we put our compression gauge into the cylinder. We'll just start on the top cylinder. So yeah, get that one back to zero. I'll just see if I can give it a few pulls here. It's best to do it on full throttle so we can get a full charge into the cylinder. Should do it about 6 times. Sometimes 4 or 5 is okay too. And we've got 90 there, got 90 psi, so that's good. Anyway, we'll do a compression check on number 2. Just screw that into the number 2 cylinder here. These are 2-cylinder, these OMC motors, a twin cylinder, beautiful motor. So we'll just screw that in there. 90 is about the lowest recommended for these. Some do run with a lower compression, but 90 is considered still acceptable, and will run for some time. So properly cared for, they will continue to run quite well. So we can't expect an absolute top performance out of them. Our high speed might be affected slightly on that one, but they still, some still do run quite well, even down to about I've had some run down to even about 65. So anyway, we'll give this one a go here. And see what we're getting here. This one's a little bit down on 80, but yeah, just a little bit down on 80. So, but that's quite good. Quite good on an old motor. So that's our compression test. And remember, just remove the spark plugs, and there's no need to tighten the spark plugs up really tight. They just need to be nipped up because our cylinder head is aluminium. So there we are. We have the compression test. We have a fuel filter here. It's normal to check those. That's a little sintered bronze one that I do recommend, and they're very good with the sintered bronze. So that lets the fuel and oil flow. The car ones before were a paper type, and some people said that they often restricted the oil flow, so we don't want starvation. So we do a compression test on these 6 horsepower Johnson 2-stroke. We do a compression test, we check the fuel filter. Occasionally we can check the screen in here. They don't need to be cleaned all the time. Occasionally we just take that large screw out and clean the screen there. But they're usually okay because we're using a separate fuel filter in here, inline fuel filter. So the next thing we'll move on to is we'll change the gear oil. So we'll just go down here, and we remove the bottom plug first on the gearbox. Got a large screwdriver, it's best. These screws have to be tightened up fairly tightly, fairly firm, and they have a nylon washer on them also, these ones. So we normally use gear oil in here. This one has been changed before, but anyway, we'll just go through it again. So letting the oil come out there. I'll take the top one out. Take the top one there just to let it drain. Okay, this has got clean oil in it, very clean oil in it. So there you go. So normally if they're haven't been serviced for a while, we service these two-stroke outboards every 12 months, and depending on the use, it might be quite dirty, it might not be. So anyway, we can see what happens. So anyway, we've got our other plug there. We just have to be very careful of our plugs that we don't lose them or misplace them. So anyway, we have to force the oil from the bottom, and they take about 200 or 300 mil in these gearboxes. So we have to force the oil in. Just a squeeze bottle like this will do. A lot of people, mostly I use a small pump, a litre pump, but these are okay too. Just a common sort of like sauce bottle, and we put EP90 oil in them, marine grade. So we'll just insert it here in the bottom, and we'll squeeze the oil in. They don't take all that much here. We just squeeze the oil in there. Till it comes out the top. And when it comes to the top there, we just quickly put the top one in first, the top screw, to stop it flowing out. It's a bit hard for me. I've only got one hand here, so this is not quite full, but it's still showing you it's still got a fair bit of oil in there. So I'll just quickly put the top screw in, and then I'll put the bottom one in. Top one's in. There, that'll slow it down there, and quickly I'll put the bottom one in to stop the oil escaping. There's a vacuum formed when we put the top one in, so the oil can't completely drain out, or it makes a slow process of it. So anyhow, that's it. We'll just tighten those screws up there. Oops, that one's still a bit loose there. We'll just tighten those screws up there, and yeah. We'll just tighten them up there. They've got to be fairly firm there, and the washers have to be, make sure the washers are good too, nylon washers. So there we are. So yeah, when we do the compression test, we can just have a look and see how the spark plugs are. It's a good idea to replace the spark plugs every 12 months. So we're doing a compression test, we're putting new spark plugs in, we're checking the fuel filter, and we're changing the gear oil. So a simple two-stroke, that's the beauty of them. They're power for the power to weight. They're a beautiful little motor, compact yet powerful, easy to service every 12 months. That's it. Plugs, maybe a fuel filter, gear oil, we're finished. So that's it. Beauty of old two-strokes, I love them. Beauty of them is we can lay these motors down, and some of the four-strokes, if you lay them down, the oil in the sump will run internally into the motor. And if you're not really careful and obey the instructions from the manufacturer, the oil inside, if you're not awake up to it, can cause damage if you try and start repeatedly. And that's a big problem. But we don't have any of that with these simple two-strokes. They're just easy peasy, easy to look after. And well, in a way they're foolproof, because these four-stroke motors, they run very smoothly. They're more efficient maybe, but if we're not awake up to how we sit them down, lay them down, or something like that, and we try and start them, the oil's leaked inside. Phew. I have actually seen them. People have laid them down, bought them brand new, thousands of dollars I'm talking about. They're not cheap, and they've repeatedly tried to start them, even though the oil is leaked inside, and they cause big damage, and they usually bend the valves, and what can happen is they use so much force in frustration that they can bend the connecting rods, and after that nothing will line up properly, and that engine won't run for very long at all, not unless it has a major strip down and refit everything. So, but we don't have any of that with a simple two-stroke. So long live the two-strokes. Anyway, basic yearly service for a two-stroke outboard motor, easy peasy. Compression check the fuel filter, replace the spark plugs, drain the gear oil, drain and replace the gear oil, easy peasy. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been of some instruction, and yeah, I hope it's been of value to you. So Kev from Kev's Outboards signing off, and once again, thanks for watching. Bye.